Hello, ladies. This is Iveta. I'm your postpartum pregnancy corrective exercise specialist. I help women with pelvic floor problems, leakage, prolapse, urgency frequency, overactive bladder, back pain, hip pain, what have you, even when they tried pelvic floor therapy and didn't help them. It's a pleasure to meet you virtually, and I'm gonna guide you through my virtual program. So you get a sneak peek into what it looks like to work with me on a virtual basis. Okay, so I'm gonna cover the access to the video, so the video library and the entire curriculum, and I will explain a little bit why. Okay, why it's set up that way. It's all based on research and experience. I will then show you how I do a movement analysis and a posture analysis. Okay, a sample on a client so you know what's included and how it looks like. Then I'm gonna give you a sneak peek into the paid client private Facebook group. So not the Facebook group you're already a member of. It's just for paying clients where they send me their exercises and I give them feedback on those exercises. Because that is very important and it's a key component of your success. You sending me your videos. So I get to see you and I get to correct you and you get to learn for yourself. So you stick with me for a certain amount of time, but then you will be knowledgeable enough to be on your own. That's the whole point. So you're self-sufficient and not reliant on any one provider for your prolapse or overall fitness health. Okay? Then I'm gonna show you office hours, how it looks, the live Zooms that we have every week, where we exercise together and troubleshoot. Because the video library is nice, and an offline component is always nice. You can work out from your home, you'll send me a video, but it's always good when we meet on Zoom face to face. You get to ask me questions, I get to see how you move, and I can cue you online. So I'm gonna show you a sample of office hours that I had but clients last week. And I'm going to show you the tiers, what's included in the tiers if you like to enroll, and so what's in the package, in other words. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to show you the video library first. You're going to get an app on your phone. You can download either on your phone or your laptop, computer, and you get access to a video library. So this is what you'll get to see actually when I send you this link. Before you enroll, okay, you get to see this. DM me though, okay, to send you this link. You can preview all the videos here. It says preview without enrolling. You're not a client yet. You can still preview every single video that you will be most likely be doing. But I'll explain you the curriculum, how it's set up. It comprises of the entire body. Okay, it's not just the pelvic floor. If you have a pelvic floor dysfunction, we have to work from head to toe. Okay, so first is getting starting to know your body. I need you to be able to feel into your body, feel into the various body parts, feel into your pelvic floor. So there's a plenty of videos, like tutorials and lectures with some exercises. Okay, then we go on relaxing your back, rib cage expansion, back body expansion. Before we do any strengthening, I need you to let go because that's how the body works. First, we need to relax the muscle and only then we can strengthen. We cannot strengthen something that is already tight like this, okay? So there's a whole section just on this. Getting your TAs on board. Transversus abdominis is a vital part and everybody needs to get to that. So there's basic exercises that will be on the floor first that you will be doing. Then there's lectures on the pelvic floor, how to do Kegels properly. Intermediate core, because core could be beginner, intermediate, advanced, super advanced. So there's another section just on intermediate core and hamstring, leg lift, bird dogs, stuff like that. Then we go more lower body, opening up the back of your pelvis. So we think pelvis, absolute total basics, beginner stuff, okay? Then once you go through that, then we go into lower body. So it's like squats, deadlifts, hip hinging, internal rotation, stuff like that. We go lower body intermediate level. We get up from the floor and we go like lunges with bands and using more props and tools, weights, dumbbells. Then we go into upper body. Okay, so there's how to move upper body. This is an upper body movement. Me doing this has an impact on your pelvic floor, on your prolapse, on your leakage, and on your urgency. Okay, it's very important that we do this, that we go through the entire body. I have to say though, most clients need more than 4 months to get into the upper body. It is more second priority. First is the breathing, it's the rib cage expansion, it's the transversus abdominis, it's the glutes and hips connection, and then we go into upper body. If you haven't done any upper body movements, like movement of the shoulder blades, sorry, around the on your rib cage, and you're stuck with prolapse, well, here you go. That's a missing link that should be investigating. Upper body releases and stretches, very important. Then we have more upper body exercises like really advanced rows where you really grab the weights. Then tip for daily life, how to peep, how to poop, advanced core exercises with dumbbells or bands. There's a section just on mindset and meditation. I will ask you to meditate and I will ask you to be mindful and I will be asking you to question, your thoughts, and I will be talking about that a lot, working on your mindset and lifestyle, because you're one, right, with the body and the mind. You cannot, like, if you're completely full of anxiety and depressed and you're like, I hate my body, it's going to be really difficult to heal your body when you hate your body. I'm just going to say that. In other words, this is I take a holistic approach. So we have the physical part, but we also have the mental part. The physical part is not just the pelvic floor, it's the entire body. Okay. So now when I'll send you this link, you'll go click on preview, for example, here, and you'll be able to preview this video in its entirety. Okay. So this video has 6 minutes, and you should be able to see it in its entirety without being the pelvis a client. Okay, we'll be able to do this. So ask me for this link so you can totally preview like what's in it. But the problem with most of these programs that are out there, and the difference between mine and others, is that a self-paced approach is not going to get you anywhere. I mean, you can watch all these videos and you may not get much progress. Okay, because self-pay doesn't work and one size fits all doesn't work. So I will not be telling you to start in the first section and just work yourself down. Nah, okay? I need to do a posture analysis and a movement analysis on you so I can target the exercises better on you, because everyone is different, okay? So this is just an example of rows and an example of a posture analysis comparison before and after. So that's why we also do it. When you enroll, we're gonna have a one-on-one session on Zoom. I'm gonna take pictures of you, and I'm gonna take pictures of you after the 4 months, and we can compare. So this is after 4 months of her having prolapse. She will be 60 in September, and I draw on it so you can see, and then I'll write on it, and I'll make a video. This is just a snapshot to explain, well, this is what I see, and that's why we're doing this and these exercises. Okay. Here, I want you to see she is really hanging, she's hanging in her hips. There's very little glutes. Here, after, you can see her glutes are a little more rounded. She's not so much hanging forward, so she has less weight on her toes and more weight on the heels. She's more upright, and do you see how the rounded shoulders she has? You see here on the left? Forward-headed posture. It's much better now, where her abdominal contraction is much better. She also says she feels better. Okay, she can stand longer, she can walk without pain, and she has no prolapse symptoms. Now this is just after 4 months. Okay, she's continuing this work, but I just wanted to show you what a posture analysis would look like. I would like draw on it and I'm explaining to you what I see and why we're doing stuff we're doing. So next time you go internet and you'll see, oh, well, this is doing bridges. Now they say you should be doing bridges and I should be doing this. Oh, it's so confusing. Well, it's not going to be confusing to you because you will understand why you're supposed to be doing stuff or the exercises because there's a reason for that, and I will explain that to you. So there will be not be like it's so confusing. It should be crystal clear to you why we are doing stuff and why am I prescribing this workout plan to you, so you'll know your body better. Okay, so this is an example of a posture analysis. There's also going to be something like a movement analysis where I just have you do a set of movements to complement the posture analysis because posture analysis is static and I want something dynamic. So this is an example, just another client. She has 4 kids and prolapse, leakage, back pain. And so they send me video and then I would comment, I think, under the video. Yeah, so there's like more comments and I highly recommend. Did you read the comments of other clients too? So you can learn faster, like what I recommend, and maybe you don't even need to wait for my answer, because you'll be like, "Oh, she's doing it like that." And I feel the same. Let me do the same thing. Okay, so let me read the comments, and I'm gonna grab another pillow, and I'm gonna do it this way. Okay, so this is just a simple child's pose with a modification with a pillow, but I still giving her tips like, "Oh, maybe you know what, you can do this a little better." And how do you feel? I'm asking her, "How do you feel?" It's not just about the exercise. How do you feel and where do you feel it? So that's the problem with a lot of pelvic floor therapists. They just give you a handout, but they don't tell you where you should feel it and where you should not feel it. So you end up doing it wrong. Okay. Uh, so what? Yeah. So this is the Facebook group. So the Facebook group for the pay clients only. Okay. Um, so I'm just gonna show you. This is still the same client. So this is how it looks like, what I will be expected to do. Okay. Send me a video of the exercises that you will be doing from the video library, right? So she's doing opposite pulse now. She's gonna need a band. It's all explained in the tutorial, so she knows how. And she's doing the opposite pulse. We have to be creative. Look at she's doing it on the staircase. She has some stuff back there behind her. I don't care. We are all just women, right? So she's almost in her loungewear, pajamas. I don't care. I need to see you move to make sure that you are doing it right and you are not wasting your time. Okay, so this would be my comment. Here's another example of another client. She is doing something. I forgot what she's doing. Oops. I just want you to, like, a lot of women are really kind of scared, like, oh, um, send you a video. That's so weird. Well, you can DM me the video, but I do prefer that you post it in the Facebook group because then you have a history of the comments and you can go back and look at what did she say? What was she saying again? How did she say that? So she's doing hip shifts, okay? Her left hip's supposed to drop and she's not supposed to lean. See how the roller, I told her to put the roller on it. So she's a bit shaky and there's a dog bomb. So it's all good. It's all good. There's no need to apologize. It's like very normal. You don't need to clean up your house to be able to make a video. Okay, there's a butt sniff because, hey, she's just making sure she's okay. So this is just an example of how my support looks like. Okay. I'm wondering, sometimes I draw on the videos, just like, so we just, I want to make sure that your success is super speedy. Like, let's not waste any time. Sorry. Let's not waste absolutely no time in your healing journey. Okay. And sometimes I give you comments and I write it down, but it's still not clear. So this is another client. She's in Switzerland. She has no kids. is leaking, has back pain, hip pain. So sometimes to make it crystal clear that you understand and you don't have to spend hours on it. Can I open this now? I draw. Okay, it's like put your hands over here. This is what's happening. Do you see those ribs? So you can see for yourself how your body looks like. That is so important. You can see yourself and understand, like, because you will not be, dysfunction is there for a reason. We're dysfunctional for a reason. You'll be like, I'm doing it, but you will not be doing it. That is the problem with dysfunctions. For example, after giving birth to a child, your abdominal wall is lengthened. And we'll be asking you to contract your abdominal wall, your transversus abdominis. And you'll be like, I'm doing it, I'm trying. But I'll look at the video, there's like nothing going on, okay? It's normal, okay? But you will be convinced that you're doing it. And so that is the problem with if you don't have oversight, you'll be like, I've been doing my pelvic floor therapy and exercises for 4 months and I see no results. Well, were you really engaging the right muscles? Were you doing it correctly? The answer is no, you were not. You were using other muscles or you were not maximizing the muscle to 100%. You were just doing like a little bit because you were not ready there yet. But that someone has to tell you that. A pelvic floor therapist will not tell you that because you need to make an appointment each time you have a question and you wouldn't know that. You wouldn't know that, you wouldn't ask that. You'll just know that you see no progress. And so after 6 months, the pelvic floor therapist is like, I cannot help you. Surgery? That happens. It happens to my clients and they see an insurance-based pelvic floor therapist and they get dismissed because they have nothing to teach them because their tools are very limited and just the in-person model doesn't lend itself to long-term work, very specific work. So you get prolapse free and symptom free as fast as possible. You cannot have your pelvic floor therapist close to you, but you can through Zoom and Facebook virtually. So that's the point. So last thing is I'm gonna show you the office hours and then I'm gonna explain the tiers. So the office hours. Is it here? So this is a recording from the office hours, okay? So I'm showing them like demonstrating an exercise and they're following me, right? It's very important that you come to the office hours because even though, again, as I said, you think you'll be doing it even after the tutorials and even look, with my on Zoom live, she's doing like, what's this called? Bird dog. I am asking her to lift the leg on her fours. You can also have the foot on the ground and just do like a circles like this, but I think you can lift. So the video is stuck with the sound because of internet issues. See, now it is. So now I'm looking at the lady at the bottom rows. I'm looking at her and I know there's something going on. It looks too easy, okay? So it looks too easy. Do you see like the mid back where I have the arrow? Do you see, not mid back, mid abs? She's overusing her mid abs more than her lower abs. I want just where her pubic bone is. That's the part that needs to work. But I can see that she's always using her mid abs and it just looks too easy. And she's saying she's feeling that hip. And I'm like, why are you feeling that hip? Because she is leaning on that side that she showed, which is her left side. And that's why she's not doing it correctly on live Zoom. So I'm telling her, put that roller there. Make sure you're not leaning overly too much. So she's doing it. But guess what? I'm not buying it. I'm still like, you can still, perfection. Like, why waste time? You do exercise when you can do it better. So I'm gonna have her show herself from the side, and now you will see how how she's leaning more on that right side when she lifts her other leg. So she's gonna lift the knee off, sorry, and she is leaning more towards the purple ball. See, now she knock it over, and that's why that side is hurting her. Without me, she would be like, I did my 10 reps, I'm all good. No, I mean you did some, but you didn't do it correctly. So I'll make sure that you get the results, that you learn it really, really properly, and then you don't create a habit. So this is an example of the office hours. There's like max 10 ladies here. Okay, and I take requests like what do you want to work on, or we just chat. You come for the first 15 minutes, or you just come for the last 15 minutes or 10 minutes. Or you just use the whole hour to exercise. It's really just up to you. If you cannot make one day, no, it's all fine. It's just there for you. Um, and the office hours are, so I cover, like right now I have clients from six time zones. Uh, so when you're my client, you would go to the features section. I'll show you so you know if you can make it. Because then the investment is based on that if you can make the office hours. I'm not gonna have you pay for something that you will not be using at all. Especially like, for example, if you're in Australia and I'm in Florida, you will not be able to make the time zones. So Mondays, 12:30 Florida time. These are all the rest time zones of the world. So 12:30 Eastern time, 5:30 UK time. Tuesdays, 4 o'clock Florida time. So in Europe, it's too late. Thursdays, same time. Okay, so it's 3 times a week where it's really good that you come. You don't have to come all the 3 times. It just really depends on your schedule. It's there for you. I highly recommend that you get this version. I'm gonna show you the tiers now. It's that you get this version with the office hours. Here's the thing. I can tell you with my healing journey. Sorry. Is that I rehab my grade 2 prolapse, um, back pain, leakage, chronic tension headaches, SI joint pain. But I was in a program similar to this that didn't have office hours for a year. A whole year. I wasted my whole year, and I was like, well, this was nice. I learned a lot, but I'm still leaking my pants, and I still have prolapse. The thing is, I wasn't sending videos, not too many. One video in a 3 month, that's not enough, okay? I'm gonna tell you that. Don't even enroll if you don't have the time, okay? Don't even enroll if you not have the intention to send me videos. But then I figured someone needs to see me really. So I paid for a Zoom one-on-one with the therapist. And like those office hours that I showed you, and that was my key turning point where she finally cued me. I waited a year to do that, and I had to pay extra, and I had to make special arrangements. It doesn't work that way. So I included it right away into the program. Just, there's 3 days, come, let's see each other. Let's make sure that you're progressing, okay? And so, but I understand if you're in Australia or in your rural area somewhere, you don't have the PT, or you just have a time zone, or you have a job that you will not be able to make the office hours. So I made this tier for you, and I will send you this link. Ask me for it though, okay? So this is this tier. This is per month, US dollars, okay? So it includes everything except the office hours and except the movement analysis. Okay, I will do a posture analysis, but I will not do the Zoom because it's assumed that you are in a time zone. It's going to be difficult that we meet on Zoom, and you don't want to make that investment, which is fine. Okay, with this tier, I don't like to promote it because if you don't send me the videos, I have no control over your progress. Okay, so you'll be wasting your money. It's gonna be really difficult to keep you accountable unless you are very dedicated and you have no problem sending videos. You are consistent, you are disciplined, and it's no problem for you. Then this is the tier for you. Most of the people, if I don't beat them to send me the videos, then they will not. And then if you're trying to be like conscious financially, I'll tell you that with the lowest tier, you pay twice as much because you'll stay twice as long in the program to see the results. It's just how it works. So the most popular the basic is the complete transformation package, where it includes everything I just showed you. Okay, so it's written this is what it includes. If you more like, I like more one-on-one, I'm really busy, I'm not gonna hold myself accountable, I don't have time for that. Want to make sure and that I get your attention. I don't like the group stuff much. I cannot focus. I really want to make sure that I have time. For example, I need to return to work and I have 4 months to do that. I need to get better as fast as possible. Then this tier 2 includes 4 one-on-one Zooms with me. So 1 Zoom monthly. So this is a 4-month commitment. And I'm sorry, I didn't explain it before. This is for 4 months. There's a reason for that. Everything has a reason. I do everything based on research or based on a reason. Research says first, when we're dysfunctional, we have to relearn a certain movement. We're learning a certain movement like juggling. You are relearning to use the muscles, the transversus abdominis, because it was dead, it was on vacation. You're not strengthening with these exercises for 6 to 8 weeks. It's called neural reprogramming. We're just teaching your brain to move differently. There's no strengthening. This can take up 2 to 3 months, depending on your consistency. If you do it once a week only, twice a week, or 3 times or 5 times a week, the progress will be different. So based on experience, it takes like minimum 4 months for you to see like results that are visible on a picture, like on that posture. Okay. I have clients who cut down their urgency and frequency after 2 weeks of working with me. Okay, so you'll be symptom free sooner or not. Some people like have to wait 2 months or 4 months, like that client on the staircase. She was like stagnating for the first 3 months. If she was really, it was like getting frustrated, of course. And then her husband said, like, look, your belly is much flatter. She has also diastasis. So after about the 3 month mark, we could see how her abs started to respond much better. So then it goes like exponentially. The progress goes exponential. So the minimum commitment is to 4 months. Most people do 8 or 12 months because for prolapse, I'm gonna tell you it's gonna take you a year, but it's like you'll be symptom free sooner, but there's layers of weakness and depending also on your goals. Okay. The tier 3 is with a trauma therapist. I'm not going to explain in details in it. There's videos with Hannah. She's my trauma therapist. There's videos in the group. Ask me for it, what it is, how it works, what to get out of it. If you sign up with that program, with my program, she's giving you a special price. Okay. If you work with her separately without my program, her cost is higher. This is for someone, if you don't know about the benefits of trauma therapy, I'm not going to go into details. Everyone needs that, whether you have, and I wasn't like sexually abused or any troubled childhood. No, there's trauma with little t, but I'm not going to go into details. There's talks in the Facebook group in both of them and the program as well about this. It's just I'm explaining this is here for it. If it's like, what the heck is this? Then forget it. You don't have to do that at all. Okay. So the last thing I'm gonna say is, yeah, like you should expect 4 to 8 months. Usually in 4 months, we're gonna go through lower body and abdominal work and breathing. Then the next 4 months we can add more difficulty. Okay, and then maybe you can chime in into upper body in the second round. Okay, does it mean we'll be done? No. Depends on also on your goals. So I have clients who are horseback riding, clients who want to do climbing, dancing, hiking, running. Well, how strong do you need your body to be to age gracefully for menopause, to avoid osteoporosis, to be in shape for bikinis, to be able to run after your kids, your grandkids, to lift them up. Okay. And so once you master the exercises, you'll be able to do those exercises, but that you'll have a certain level of strength. So let's say you go on a 5 mile hike and you'll have symptoms after. Well, then you'll know that your body is only strong for that 5 mile hike or the 5K run or a Zumba class or something. Okay. So then you'll know you'll be doing sort of the same thing, but bit more difficulty. We need to progressively overload the tissues so the tissues repair and prolapse lifts up and we're stronger. And then you can go with CrossFit, running, swimming, whatever you want, and you will not have any symptoms. You'll be sort of healed. But let's say you want to do a marathon like me. If I had to do a marathon, I would be probably leaking after, I want to say, 10th kilometer. So I'm not that strong, but I don't care. I don't want to do a marathon. I, what I want to do is heavy lifting, really, really heavy lifting to get muscle. So I need to train for that. Okay. So I'm going to let you go. Ask me for the link. Okay. So I can send it to you so you can preview the videos, you can enroll or not. I'm just a tool here. You know where to find me. I'm not going to be following up on you really. The teacher shows up when the student is ready. Okay. Listen to your heart, but do something. You cannot do this on your own. I can guarantee you this. You searching videos and internet and YouTube, you'll be stuck. Okay. So what happens is that I talk to clients or potential clients and they're like, yeah, I'm seeing a pelvic therapist and I'm like, good luck. I hope she's good. In 3 months, 5 months, 6 months, they're like, well, I saw her, she helped me some, but I still want to do this. I still cannot do this. And that's when they come to me. And I wish they would have come earlier. So we would have like collapse time. And, in a year, you can do so much more than in-person physical therapy. That's all. I love you, ladies. Let me know if you have any questions around this. And bye bye. Thanks for listening to this.